What's going on, guys? This is Dalton from 904YGO. We're with our boy Andrew, who just got top 8 at Kissimmee Regional, playing what?
Pure Spright.
Pure Spright, okay. And how'd you feel about Pure Spright going into a Shih format?
Not great at all. I wasn't even planning on playing in the main event, but I was driving my buddy Raymond anyway, so figured might as well play it. Didn't even have a full list going into the event. But realistically speaking, Pure Spright is one of the only Spright variants that can really hold up against a Shih Tzu. It's still a losing matchup. That's the problem.
Yeah, we noticed a lot of tier and a lot of Spright at the top table with the tier. So
yeah, I'm surprised there was that much Spright up there. Like
for sure.
Tier limit's understandable, right? But like apparently it's 4 and 4. Didn't expect it.
Yeah. Do you have any shout outs or anything before we get into it?
Shout outs to all of Jacksonville. We got everyone here. I don't know.
Tanner, Ryan, Sherrod, Jerry, and Quinn.
And we had plenty of people here earlier on today.
Yeah, of course.
The boys, Joe, Mike, Jacoby. Big shout out to Jacoby. He's been playing Spright with me for a while now, which is, having someone like that to kind of like have ideas off of is great. And he's a great deck builder. So.
Gotcha, man. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it.
We're going to blitzkrieg through this. This is all very standard. 3 blue, 3 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot, 1 pixies. I don't like pixies, but it was a card, and it's an extender. With the Shih Tzu, when they're milling all your stuff, you do want extenders, right? You don't want all the out of deck. Otherwise, I'm not huge on the card.
Pretty standard Spright list. Ratio.
1-3, didn't main the double cross. I like double cross as a card. It's not worth it. That's the problem. It's not worth when you could be playing better go second cards and other stuff like that. So some people side it. It's honestly not worth siding. You just side better going first cards. All right. 3 beaver, 2 angler, 2 swap. You can get away with 2 swap, so I'm gonna get away with 2 swap. Angler's insane card. If you want to play 1, sure, but drawing beaver then is not full combo, so kind of sucks. Plus, drawing these 2 together are insane. Being able to, like, if you have this in hand, you can just gigantic out this, or sorry, whenever you just like have this and you have this in hand, you can gigantic out this, bounce itself, pitch this. It's good.
Did the third swap ever come up today? Like,
no,
honestly, no?
Never.
Okay,
not a single time.
Awesome.
Which is fine, because like when they're milling, like if Shih Tzu's milling all your stuff and the milling whatever, like you're not going for toad at that point. 3 pots because I like consistency, and because I do side things like evenly and Dark Ruler. Yeah, Dark Ruler is not great against tier. You don't side it for that matchup. You side it for a mirror match and any rogue crap that you're going to run into at a regional like this. The pot just says see those cards. It says see the cards that you want to play. So good cards, good. MVP of the day. Tactics is insane right now. For those who don't know, most people are on it. It's great, and I underestimated it. So I was only going to play 2 at first because in my experience in the past, I get messed up by this card. I draw it in multiples. I draw it against people that don't activate monster effects in the main phase. But like today, it went in. I actually had no play against the mirror match at one point, and I baited him. It's game 1. I just say attempt to go to battle. There we go. I got an elf now. The elves. I'm like, cool. Tactics. I'm going to take your carrot to shit off your back, or I'm going to special summon my blue and just actually proceed to play. It's just such a good card in every situation. So definitely star of the day. Bestials. 3, 2. Ratio is fine. I was trying them with a higher ratio. You just draw them too much, especially against decks that don't, put stuff in the graveyard for you to care about. This is a fine ratio. You side them out in mid, right? Like, because they're not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great.
You have better options.
Interest. 3, 3, 3. So I know that there's going to be a debate versus the Go Second's power spell cards versus hand traps, and like you can already see I'm playing talents. The crappy thing is mine sucks right now, so you can't do stuff like that. Econ is so close to being good. Econ is so close. If it wasn't for the fact that the field spell gives him 500 and Scream gives him minus 500 for your stuff, it'd be great because I could take your thing, crash, and you've got nothing. It would just be great. But because of the attack difference, the card's not good enough. So hand traps, and these hand traps are still solid. Like you have these 2. Okay, cool. I'm going to stop the kit, and then I'm just going to use this against the next thing. It's still pretty good, right? So they're good. 40 cards in the main. Extra. Again, really standard for the most part. Yeah, I'm not going to explain that. Oni. Oni's a great card. I sometimes cut this card when I want to make room for other stuff, but like it always comes up. So yeah, you work with it. The package. Yeah, I know people cut this because they feel like they run enough exceeds and people put stuff in defense mode. There's a lot of times when this comes up. Especially back when like Despy would make like Travis Rebellion, it's like cool, I can attempt to bounce it. They have to negate the activated effect. I still am able to continue the attack because it's not an activated effect to protect us in the battle. You guys know what I mean. Just like having this card, it does out a lot of stuff and it's useful. 3 elf. You're not playing Runic. Runic can get away with 2, so good card. Who'd have thought? You know? Dark. Good card. I went into it a lot today. It didn't resolve a lot, but it did bait like Keldo and the Ledrigo, or however you pronounce that. These are the cards that most people have cut at this point. I have not. I don't know why. I banish them off of Prosperity all the time. They're there just to make it easy to go for game because my idiot brain can't always think about how to put 8K on board. So this makes it easy.
Yeah.
Plus, IP is just IP and Unicorns. It's a decent play. You know, like you do take card advantage in order to get rid of your opponent's stuff, but sometimes it's worth it. You know,
for sure.
Sometimes I wish I played the Jin today. That is useful, especially if you de-shifter. That's just a lot better than going into stuff like this.
Yeah.
But
so would you not play IP going forward?
Probably not, but like I don't know how I'm gonna do it right. I'm probably gonna do something like Phoenix and Gym Buster and something else, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Side. Side is probably not great, but then again, I didn't prepare too much for this event, so
on the fly.
No comment. Deep Barrier. This is my going first card of choice right now. I don't love anti-spell in this deck just because searching starter is your main follow-up, and I'm playing things like Talents and Prosperity, so I don't love that. But it does answer one of the biggest cruxes of the deck, being Dark Ruler. I get that, but this does give me a free turn, and I love that. To be fair, I think I only resolved this once today, and it didn't do anything, but it's still good in theory.
Yeah,
so
you resolved it against a tier player, and
it bought me a turn. If my hand was actually decent, like it would have done something.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Again, like I didn't prepare too much, so self-explanatory.
You have to play this card.
Yeah, you have to play it. There's the idea that you got to play the game first if you want to go for game, but the Bestials help you go for game, so not a big deal. Dark Lure, yeah, I know it's not good for his tier, but good against pretty much everything else. And then back row stuff and evenlies. These cards went in today. These cards definitely went in today.
This card right here, man.
Yeah, like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sometimes they set up crime. Cool. If they got crime in the full setup, nothing you could do anyway, right? Well, not in a lot of situations, but just being able to do that is super good.
I mean, your only losses were two tier players today,
that was
right?
It. Yeah, 2 tier. Everything else, I played a lot of mirror matches.
Yeah.
And I won every single one of them because it's one of my favorite mirror matches in this game's history. It's just so much fun. I love it.
Well, Andrew, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, man. Congrats.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.